Probably the hardest part about having to cremate your grandma is ignoring the screams for help. Now, my grandma, she was a deeply religious woman, a real hellfire and brimstone kind of lady. The church she went to was unnecessarily large. She would drag us there every Sunday. You know, the communion would start out with grape juice. By the time it got to us, it was wine. John 3:16 wasn't just the sermon of the day. It was where we parked our car. Michael Phelps won a gold medal in the baptismal. That's how big the church was. There was this one day I come home from school and my grandma's there. She goes, "Ryan, come here for a moment, please." "Yes, Grandma?" "You know Zachary Brehab?" "I do. In fact, Zachary Brehab was our pastor's son. In fact, he and I had a bit of a beef because at prom that year, my girlfriend dumped me and went home with Zachary Brehab." And I was like, "Yeah, I know Zachary Brehab." "Wow, Pastor Brehab got Zachary kissing a boy today. So our prayer group's going to go over. We're going to lay hands upon him, and we're going to pray that gay away." That upset me so much. I spent so much time praying that gay in. Oh, man, it's good to be here with you guys tonight. It's been a rough week at work. Apparently, I got in trouble for offending a coworker. Now, in my defense, Becca, our receptionist, informed me she's expecting her first child in 2 months. I said, "Becca, that's amazing. You're going to be a great mom, and you look adorable with that baby bump." Well, it turns out she's adopting. I have to attend training now. Oh, man. You guys want to know what sucks?
Yeah, what?
I was watching the Colts game, and Adam Vinatieri's on the field. And not that reason for sucking, but... And they show him take his helmet off, and he's got this big, bushy, white Santa Claus beard, and he's looking old like a grandpa. I'm like, good God, how old is that guy? And it turns out I'm a year older. Oh, man, I'm getting old. You know, I'm looking in the mirror, my face is sagging, I'm slowly looking like that jack-o'-lantern that's been on my porch for 3 months. Oh, man, my hair didn't fall out, it just migrated. I'll explain it to you like this. I went streaking at the company Christmas party. I won the ugly sweater contest. My doctor told me I got to switch up my diet. Says I need to eat food that only comes from plants. So I'm on a plant-based diet. The Frito-Lay plants, the Hostess plants, the Nestle plants. Oh, man. So I'm married. I got 3 kids, all girls, so I drink a lot. Oh, man, because the front of my house, it's got a porch swing. The back of my house, it has a tire swing, and the inside of my house has mood swings. All the bickering at my kitchen table that goes on is like watching an episode of The View. If I want to deal with that many periods in one night, I'll take in a hockey tournament. No, seriously, that many periods one after another is more like an ellipsis. Now, being a parent nowadays is hard. You know, I got accused of being a helicopter parent when my kids were little. That's when you take them to the park and you don't leave their side because you don't want them falling and getting hurt or tumbling into a gorilla pit. We didn't have that when we were kids. We had airplane parents. That's when they took you to the park. And they took off. See when the street lights come on, kids? Oh, man, if you wanted to see what came to your house during the day, you didn't need the Ring doorbell app. You asked a 7-year-old you left at home unattended all day. Oh, man. I don't know. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. My parents were hypocrites when I was growing up. You know, they protested Planned Parenthood, but they gave us lawn darts. They were anti-choice, pro-gravity. Yeah. So if I look famous to some of you guys, you may have seen me in the Guinness Book of World Records. My brothers and I, we were in the Guinness Book for being the only set of conjoined triplets. We were joined at the forehead. Every Halloween, we could only go as one thing, a football huddle. We tried doing one of those pantomime horses, where the people get inside, but we couldn't all fit, so we had to get another horse outfit so it looked like a horse giving birth. Yeah, the way we got separated was just an accident. We were at a friend's birthday party, and somebody played the hokey pokey. They got to take their whole heads out. All hell broke loose. Mitch died. Trevor had half a mind to leave. I tell my kids all the time about their uncles who once removed. So I'm a veteran. So we just had Veterans Day. Yeah, get ready to do a lot of that clapping today. But Veterans Day just came up. And what's great about Veterans Day is all these restaurants will say, hey, you come here, you can eat free. Golden Corral, all you can eat buffet. We love our veterans. Texas Roadhouse, you come in here, free ribs. Red Lobster, don't be walking in here with your PTSD and your leg you lost to a roadside mine. No, you're not getting in a lobster fest. We want to thank you with boneless chicken wings. Thanks for your service. Here's something from the kids menu. Oh, no, I was 52 Charlie was my MOS, and for MOS that means military occupational specialty. A lot of military things are just abbreviations. We were doing the texting talk before my kids were. But I proudly served my country for the same reason that my father served this country and my grandfather before me, to avoid prison. Speaking of my family, historically speaking, we've served as some of the U.S. military history's most notorious places. Like my grandfather, he's haunted to this, well, not haunted to this day, he's dead. But he witnessed the atrocities of Nazi Germany during World War II. And my father, to this day, he's alive. He's still haunted by his experiences in Vietnam. And myself, I was stationed in a desolate, uncivilized, hostile wasteland, void of education and common dialect. New Jersey. Oh, yeah. When you go in, you have to deal with recruiters, and recruiters are kind of like parents when you're 6 years old. Oh, you want to be an astronaut, buddy? You can be an astronaut. You want to lead an army of dolphins into battle, buddy? You can lead an army of dolphins into battle. Even though darn well you're just going to be steam cleaning latrines all day. My recruiter, though, he was very hands-on with me. I mean, not hands-on with me. I was in the Army, not the Navy. I kid, Marine Corps, Uber, I kid. My recruiter, he was kept in touch with me quite a bit. He was telling me, hey, I've got some concerns about you passing the physical fitness test. Oh, really? Well, particularly the 2-mile run and being able to do 20 push-ups. Well, you should know earlier today, I ran 2 miles, and I bought 20 push-ups. I left out the part about it was an ice cream truck. That context would have been really good for that joke. I messed it up, Josh.
That's how I feel all the time.
That's the old age kicking in there, buddy. So, when you go into basic training, you start learning about rules and regulations. Like your boots have to be polished and your laces tucked in. Your pants have to be bloused. Your sleeves have to be either all the way out or rolled up. And your rank has to be 1 inch from the tip of your collar. And your hair cannot have your bangs in your hair, no sideburns, and above all else, no trendy haircuts. But something weird happened. Military haircuts became a trend. They made us grow mullets. We were running around post with no guns, going business up front and party in the rear. That's the way we do it here. They thought we were the Canadian Army. A boot face. And when you get out of basic training, one of the traditions our company had was the CEO would line us all up and have us stand at attention. And you kind of congratulate everybody, and we're standing there, and it comes to Private McMurphy. Congratulations on setting the record on the shooting range. Perfect 30 for 30, all headshots. I'm going to nickname you Brainbuster. We're getting nicknames. Oh my gosh. This is just like G.I. Joe. This is incredible. Slides down to my best friend, Private Stephen Ricks. Private Ricks. According to this, you were an expert at anything that exploded. Grenades, claymore mines, anti-tank rockets. I'm going to nickname you Boomer. This is going to be awesome. Slides down to me. Private May. You set the record on the obstacle course for the longest time it took to complete the obstacle course. I'm nicknaming you Private Decoy. And this is going to come as a shock to a lot of you, but I spent most of my military career on the overweight program. Yeah, so we were doing grenade training, and one of the things they taught you was how to jump on a grenade properly. It was kind of like a football. If that thing hit the ground, somebody better be jumping on it. And so he would carry a grenade around, and he would roll it out there. If you saw it, you better land on it to save your platoon mates. And one time he dropped one, and me carrying a little bit more padding, I jumped on it, and I don't know if you've ever seen a video where somebody tripped and fell on a large ball and then flipped over, hit the wall, and bounced off and cracked their head. Well, that's what I did. I got nominated for a medal and won first place on America's Funniest Home Videos for the same act. Oh, man. So I'm going to leave you guys with this last joke. I was at my uncle's a veteran as well, and we were watching the NASCAR race a couple weeks ago. He's a big Donald Trump fan, and he keeps talking about the wall. We have to build the wall. The wall will protect us. The wall will save lives. I paused and looked at him sitting in his Vietnam vet hat, and I said, you know who would disagree with that? Dale Earnhardt. Hey, I'm Ryan May. Thank you guys for the time.
I don't know if I got the Taylor Hart jokes, but it was fun.